What you guys, got another video here for you. This is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4x with 4G capability, 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. This is the international version. It's a champagne colour, and as you can see, it's absolutely stunning. For £151, this phone is right up there. It really is. It's packed with features, aluminium chassis as you can see here, and also nice beveled edges on the side here. And as you can see, there's a nice champagne colour here. Now also the top part here, you have your SIM tray. This is a dual SIM tray for nano and micro SIM cards. And also up here you've got your camera, your flash and your fingerprint scanner. Up the top here you'll see two lines with some plastic on them. That's where the Wi-Fi antennas are. On this side you're going to see some rocker buttons here. This is your power button and your volume button here as well. You've got a menu down the bottom. These are your menu buttons. These light up, but you can turn the lights off. This is totally customizable, this phone. You've got your speaker up here for your incoming calls and your camera as well up there as well. Now before we carry on with benchmarks and testing of the camera and stuff like that, let's take a look what else we get inside the box. You're going to get a pamphlet which is in Chinese. Unless you speak fluent Chinese, it's not going to be much good to you, but there's plenty of YouTube videos online which explain how the phone works and what it does. You're going to get a charging cable, which is a USB charging cable, and you can get any 3-pin plug with that USB port on it, and it will work just fine and charge the phone up that way. Also, you're going to get your SIM card or SIM tray removal tool here for putting in your SIM cards, and you're going to get a 2-pin adapter with a USB port on it, which you can probably get another adapter for this one, but that's how they charge it, and it's pretty easy to do anyway. And that's pretty much what you're going to get inside your box. Let's take a look at some features here. You can pause the screen at this stage. We've got a 5.5-inch display, Helio X20 Deca core 2.1 GHz, Mali T880 at 700 MHz, Android 6.0, and also 13 megapixel camera on the rear, and also a 5 megapixel on the front, and a Bluetooth 4.2. Now this phone itself is pretty decent, I must admit. I mean, I've been using this now for a couple of days and I've been pretty impressed with it, and the all-round specs on this, it just blows me away for what you're getting for the money, and the quality of the pictures and the screen is pretty good as well. So I would say it's probably one of the best cheapest phones out there if you're looking to get features that you would normally pay £500 for on a phone. So let's move on to some benchmark scores here, and for this price point I think the score isn't too bad. I mean, it's 69,096 points for a £151 phone at this particular time of making this video. That's pretty decent for a phone of this quality. And also, if you're a gamer and you want to play games, Asphalt Extreme is a real test for phones. So what we're going to do is run Asphalt Extreme, and also you can see there the quality and the color of this phone is really nice. It really does look great, and we're just going to run this and you'll see it's as smooth as silk when you're playing it. There we go, and it looks really nice. Now obviously I'm not much of a gamer on mobile phones, but as you can see here, there's no shuttering or stuttering or jerkiness or any lag or anything like that. It runs real smooth. So let's take a look at the CPU Z scores here, and you can have a look here. You can pause the screen at this stage and you can see the CPU there and the clock speed, and also you're going to be looking at the screen size, which is 5.5 inch and a 1080p screen resolution there. Android 6.0, no root access there, and also the capacity of the battery is 4,100 milliamps, and this battery does last a long time. It really does. It takes around about 2.5 hours to charge as well. Now the thermals are pretty good. We've just been benchmarking, so they're going to be a little bit higher there, but they will cool right back down. Now taking a look at the Wi-Fi here. The Wi-Fi does pretty good here. We've got 2G, 3G and 4G, and it supports Bluetooth 4.1 as well. And the speeds were pretty good because the router is at the back of the house and it connected up and done pretty well. We've got pretty good reception there as well on this particular type of phone. Now also what we're going to be taking a look at is Geekbench. Geekbench give us a single core of 1,515 and a multi-core of 3,848. And the plastic parts at the top here where the antennas are, so you're going to have a little teeny bit of plastic here, and then the aluminium is all in the middle of the phone, the main chassis of it, and also at the bottom part is plastic as well, and that's for the antennas as well. Good light. Let's have a go at the sound test now. As you can see, pretty impressive sound quality. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with the sound quality on that. Now let's take a look at BBC's website here, and this is a pretty hefty website to load up, and I just want to see the response here of the phone. And as you can see, it's very responsive. Everything loads up real smooth and fast. I'm pretty impressed with that, and everything works well with this particular type of phone. No jerkiness or nothing like that there, as you can see. Let's stream some content off of YouTube here. The quality of this picture, it's very difficult to see it here because of the sunlight in today, but the quality of it is really lush and vibrant, and getting good contrast and color there. And you can change all that in this phone. It allows you to change a lot of different stuff on this particular type of phone, and you're going to be able to stream down at 1080p as well, which is really nice. So the streaming part is pretty smooth and also pretty good quality as well. So let's take a look at some photos that I took. The back camera has a 13 megapixel back camera with a flashlight, and an AF front camera at 5 megapixels. And the quality of these pictures were pretty good for a camera at this price point. I don't think it was too shabby. And you can see close-ups here, a very quality picture. And the colours look good, they're all nicely in balance, contrasts look good. And this is at dusk when the sun was going down, so it was getting pretty dark at this stage, and this was when it was dark, and I had to use the flash. But the quality is pretty good. And I'll just show you some video footage here so you can see, and I'll also give you a sound test of the microphone if you was recording with the microphone. But it looks pretty good here, and as you can see, the colours look nice. Hello. We'll give a sound test here on the microphone. What you think? Let me know what you think of the sound. Just talking normal voice level, really, outside. And this is again video when the sun is going down, and as you can see, pretty decent. And there you go. Low light. And that's at night time, video at night time, as you can see here. So it's not too bad. And I'll just quickly flick through here so you can see they were on the camera and they come from the camera. And just flick through here and play this if you like, and you can see they were on, took them on this camera, and I thought they were pretty impressive. I mean, weren't too bad for this particular price point. And as you can see by the quality of this screen, which is a 5.5 inch FHD 2.5D arc screen, as you can see here, pretty decent quality. The vibrant colours looks really nice. Just pops out, and you can change all the contrast and the brightness. It's about 50% brightness, I think, on this screen, which comes as a standard when you first open it up. Now you see the black bevels around the outer sides. A lot of people complain about that. For me, it's not so much of a big problem. But if you want to get rid of those black bevels, then you can use a black theme, but they do pop out a little bit. Also about the phone, the device, the model number, and the Android version is 6.0, as you can see here, and the security patch is up to date, and you've got the CPU in there, the Deca Core Max 2.11 GHz. It's got all your sensors on here as well, like your ambient light sensor, your gravity sensor, and your proximity sensor, fingerprint sensor, all that sort of good stuff. And again, it comes with GPS as well, which is a really nice added feature. A lot of these features are real high end, guys, and for this price range it's pretty decent. Now also the phone construction itself is very good as well, and I like it a lot, and the aluminium there helps keep it cool as well. I just like the overall feel and look to the actual phone itself. So I think we've covered just about everything that the phone has to offer, and what we're going to do here is probably sum up whether I think it's worth the money, and whether I think you should go out and buy one if you've never owned an Android phone before. would I purchase this phone myself? That's what you're probably asking yourself, and the answer to that is yes. I think it's actually a pretty good phone for the money. I think what you're getting here is a really fast CPU, a lot of RAM, loads of storage, pretty decent cameras at that price point. Remember, there is better cameras on the market, but at this price point I think it's pretty decent. A lot of people complain about that little black bezel around the outside of the screen. To me, that's not really too much of an issue, really. I'm not too bothered about that, but some people don't like that black border there, and maybe Xiaomi will remove that at some point, but to me it's okay, it's not a big deal, and I find it hard to find a negative, to be honest with you. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up because I think I've covered just about everything. My name is Brian from brightechcomputers.co.uk. I want to say a big thank you to GearBest for sending this over for review. Bye for now.